Legacy League, welcome back. It's week one. Now, one game's already been played on Thursday night. Some teams are off to a good start, some not so much. But we still have a slate of games for Sunday. I hope you have Red Zone or Sunday Ticket. If you got Spectrum, I'm sorry. Maybe they fixed it by now. If not, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've got Red Zone, and I'll be watching a full slate of action starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, as for the Legacy League, we've got 12 teams ready to go into battle, 6 matchups. Who's going to come out on top? Let's take a look at them, and I'll let you know what I think is going to happen in week one. Our first matchup is the Daily Cheap Shot versus the Chimera Virus. Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Stefon Diggs versus Garrett Wilson. In my opinion, Rodgers is playing in prime time. This is a Bills versus the Jets. It's a chance for the Jets to say we're not the same old Jets. Aaron Rodgers is going to show out. And he's going to lead the Chimera Virus to win in week one, in my opinion. Garrett Wilson, big day. Aaron Rodgers, big day. I think Josh Allen and Diggs will play well, but they're not going to compare to what Aaron Rodgers does. In fact, it's been 23 games since Aaron Rodgers had a 300-yard game. That changes in week one. Chimera Virus. Not by a lot, but by just enough. Next up, we've got the Steel Revenge and Atlanta Kibbles and Vicks. If I'm being honest, this is a big underdog. Is Steel Revenge. The numbers say it, the projections say it. But I'm thinking we might be thinking of an upset here in week one. Maybe not an upset, but it's going to be closer than the experts think. Is Kenny Pickett really the guy? Is he that dude? In my opinion, no. But we'll find out today. San Francisco, that's a mean defense. If Pickett shows out, then Pittsburgh may have something, and maybe so does Steel Revenge. In my opinion, Chuck's wide receivers, they're going to lead the day. And I think they'll win a close one, but it's going to be much closer than the experts think. Next up, the old 69er and Jahan Solo and the Wookiees. If I said it wrong, bite me. Anyway, in this one, Justin Fields, people love Justin Fields. They say he's so talented, he's so great. Right now, he's a running back playing quarterback for me. Do I think he's a great player? No. Do I think he could be a great fantasy player? Yeah. Because if you're telling me he's going to throw for 150 yards, maybe a touchdown, and he's going to rush for 100 yards and get another touchdown, that's good enough in fantasy for me. So where I don't like Justin Fields as a player, so to speak, so far, fantasy-wise, I think he got something with him. The question is, can you keep him healthy? That's a big question mark with Chicago. As for the matchup, 69er and versus the Wookiees, as I'll call them. It's going to be a tight matchup. I actually think you're going to see the difference be the 69ers coach. I think they're getting max points against Houston, and that's going to get them to pull out the win. I'm sure the Wookiees will love to know a coach takes them out again. All right, we're halfway through. Starting the back half of the matchups for this week, we have Mr. M, as I'll call him going forward, just so I don't mispronounce whatever that name is. And we also have Baby Love. These are two originals from the Legacy League. They're squaring off with Corey behind the 8 ball due to a surprise Chiefs loss. Now, Jalen Hurts, fantastic. CeeDee Lamb, he's going to be really good again as well. I do worry they're going to run the ball more, and that may cut into a little bit of his touches. But he still should be the focal point. Still expected to have a nice year. Baby Love, I think, due to that, is going to win. I think the loss for the Chiefs is going to really hurt in a close matchup here. I think Corey's team is a playmaker short. I just think they need another playmaker on the wide receiver or running back field for them to be really a contender here. I think that's going to hold them back and just not quite enough weapons yet for Corey. I'd look for them to probably make a move, trade or free agency, to try to beef up the skill positions just a little bit. So Baby Love, in a close one, I think a lot of these matchups are close week one. We don't know what we're going to get, but Baby Love ekes out a close win against Mr. M. Moving forward, Cuz Lightyear versus Build Back Better. Now, this should be, I think this could be one of the higher scoring games of the week. Um, Lamar Jackson, new offense. He's been wanting to throw the ball. They let Russ cook and it didn't work. Now I guess we're going to let Lamar cook, and I think it'll work a little bit better. He's younger. He's still going to run some and get you those points. I expect him to have a big week in week one. Joe Burrow coming off injury. I think he's going to play fine. I do worry a little bit about the mobility. We don't really know what he's got there. I wouldn't be rushing him back, but he'll probably play fine. He's got all the weapons in the world he could use. But I think that Lamar Jackson's just going to have a monster week. And, that's going to be enough. Let's say we'll go with a Graham Gano field goal for the win for Build Back Better. And rounding us out, we have Full Tilt Mode and Divorce Court. Two teams that have been with us for a while now. But two teams, in my opinion, have big question marks at wide receiver. I don't love either one of their sets of receivers. I think the score will be a little lower in this game due to that fact. But I would say Geno Smith, is he going to turn back into a pumpkin, or is the Cinderella story going to continue? I think it continues for at least a week. I think he and his coach in Seattle is going to put up big numbers. And then I look for Philly to get beat by New England. And in that fact, it's going to hurt the Divorce Court's coach. And I think those coach points are actually going to flip this game in the way of Full Tilt Mode in week one. So our winners for week one, give me Chimera Virus. Give me Kibbles and Vicks. Give me the 69er. Give me Baby Love. Give me Build Back Better. And Full Tilt Mode for the wins in week one of the Legacy League. Get your teams ready. I know it's early on a Sunday morning. These videos will come out much earlier as my work succeeds a little bit. So enjoy the first Sunday of the NFL season. It's going to be a great year. If you have any questions, let me know. If you haven't paid, I believe everybody's paid, but if you haven't, I'll be expecting that money ASAP. I do think everyone's paid. I just need to check my notes. But thank you, everybody, for playing. And like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Have a great season. Let's get it.